Welcome to Old Game Plus, and today we're celebrating the 15th anniversary this year of the PlayStation 2. Well, my favourite system.
Look, it was a great system, but it really ended Sega and the Dreamcast.
I know.
So, I don't know, but
I'm a
look,
bit torn, but yeah.
It was a great console, and what they really nailed about it was the upgrade path from the PlayStation 1 to the PlayStation 2. I mean, the PlayStation 1 was massively popular, but this one was just everything ran on it. It had hardware-based emulation, the controllers, the memory cards.
The memory cards, everything you had from your PlayStation 1, the games would all work on this PlayStation 2. So you didn't have to go out and buy 10 games for it when you bought it. You just bought the system.
The other thing it was, for a lot of people, it was their first DVD player.
Yes. First DVD console ever made, so yeah. It
was a great strategy to put the DVD in there, and one that they duplicated with the PlayStation 3 and Blu-ray, where basically everybody had the extra DVD remote add-on. They were using that as part, had 5.1 surround sound, DTS. And everything just worked perfectly as a standalone little DVD player sitting under your TV, as well as playing games. It was the value proposition of it was just fantastic. But the games. I mean, it did have a lot of games that were, you'd almost describe as art, wouldn't you? Like Akami,
Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah. It also had probably the most rhythm games of any system.
Yes.
So it launched with things like frequency and amplitude. But then along came things like SingStar and like Guitar Hero, which required you to use this thing, which was a massive controller.
Yes, well,
but a small guitar.
It's coming back soon too, which is tremendous.
And it's coming back. Yeah, so Guitar Hero was first released on the PS2, along with Guitar Hero 2, Guitar Hero Rocks the 80s, and then Guitar Hero 3 kind of ported to everything. But yeah. First saw its appearance on the PS2.
The appeal was very wide because you also had things like your Buzz controllers for Buzz, with the games. With Scott from Neighbours doing the voice of it.
Yeah.
So and SingStar was also massive. I mean, there's ABBA and Queen, two of the ones I actually like.
And that's because it also had USB slots in the front of it. So that's the reason why these kind of controllers were possible, and also this thing, the iToy. So these were all USB based and plugged into the front of the PS2.
And you wash windows.
And you can wash windows. That's most people's memory of it. But I've actually got a game at home which has a bright green screen kind of coloured sword, and you actually deflect missiles and fight people with the sword using the iToy.
So early days as a precursor to the Wii and
so Nintendo saw this and thought, that is the best thing ever. We've got to do that with our next console, and went on to develop the Wii.
Now it also ran Linux. Now I mean, you can get Linux on pretty much everything. But an official version of Linux, and apparently it was so powerful that they couldn't sell any to Iraq in case they used it to launch missiles.
That emotion engine, like
yes,
so emotionally tied to missiles.
If they had missiles, it would be handy.
It was a thing that went around at the time that they couldn't, but whether it's true or not, I don't know.
Sony did have a habit of doing that. Remember Toy Story graphics? Remember
Toy Story graphics?
But it was a very powerful little console. They were late to online. The Xbox and
the Xbox bet them
and
by
Dreamcast but they did have a network adapter that came on it, and a network system
and a hard disk drive as well.
Yeah, some games would install on the hard drive. There's a long time ago to do that. It didn't get used nearly as much, I didn't think, for hard drive installs.
It was also the first console I ever saw with a headset used with the SOCOM games, where you could actually bark like short 1-word or 2-word commands into your headset, and would actually tell your team to do that command, which was quite interesting.
Well, the wide appeal, 155 million units sold, the long life, 13 years on sale.
Really, and a game was released for it last year, a soccer title. So
FIFA?
Probably FIFA or PES or something like that.
It had a chance to really try a lot of different things. So for that was great, because with Guitar Hero, with Buzz, with SingStar and that, they really branched out a fair bit into different things.
Different territories.
Some of the other games, just quickly, God of War, which was one of the best looking games on it, came right at the end, and looked amazing.
Also, things like Kingdom Hearts first came out on the PS2. And also games like Final Fantasy X and like Persona 4, these were some of the biggest RPGs going around at the time. It was such an RPG powerhouse.
Jack and Daxter from the studio with probably the best track record.
Yeah, so Naughty Dog.
Yep, that was a great
This is
series.
Insomniac, who went on to make Resistance. So this is Ratchet and Clank. And also Sly Raccoon, which is one of the most unique platformers you've likely ever come across because it's got stealth mechanics. So yeah, some really nice titles that were first born on the PS2.
Yeah, look, it was a great console, very successful, a very good upgrade. How upgrades should have been done from the PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2. They really nailed that.
And it really should have been done from PS2 to PS3, but that kind of didn't quite work.
No, and look, it'd be great if current consoles played old games as well. It's very handy, makes it a very low risk purchase. So please do it, guys. Yeah, look, they really nailed this one. They did this everything perfect from start to finish, and it gave us a lot of really good fun gaming memories.
And it changed the landscape of the gaming world.
Yeah, but got rid of Sega, but yeah. But no, 15 years. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.